Hey everybody, so sorry this video is going to be up really late, but I'm a complete idiot and I totally forgot about my video this week. So I'm just trying to go into my bed. This week's theme was do whatever you want, so I thought, well, to be honest I couldn't think of a video to do, especially at such short notice, and stop trying to get under my bed. Chloe suggested to do an update because a lot has happened recently with the buns, so I thought I'd just quickly do that. The update's mainly about Lily, which is a shame that they're not in playtime, but they were in earlier, so you can just look at these two cuties while I talk. So on Sunday, I'm pretty sure it was Sunday night, at about 11 o'clock I had to rush Lily to the emergency vets because she was developing sort of status. Basically she had a build-up in the top half of her tummy, and nothing was passing. She didn't eat her pellets first thing in the morning, which is really weird for Lily, because usually she'll attack over Valentino to try and get some food, but I just left it for a few hours to see how she was feeling, but she was very sort of lethargic, especially as the day got on, and she just wasn't acting herself. And then at about 5 o'clock she wasn't eating her vegetables, so I brought her in with Valentino just to keep an eye on her, and she gradually started to get worse. She was drinking a little bit, but she was very lethargic. She was just flopped out, not moving. So I asked on Rabbits United, give sort of like what was happening, and nearly every single person said that she needed to be taken to the vets. That was a massive moth. Sorry about that, I just had to stop the video. But yeah, we'll rush her to the vets, and my dad by this point was in bed, and he couldn't drive because he'd been drinking, so I had to call my brother, and his girlfriend kindly offered to drive me to the emergency vets, which is about half an hour away from where I live, and I'd never been there before, so it was pretty hard to find. You're knocking down. So naughty. But yeah, but we got there eventually, and it was sort of, the reason why I left it so late is because it's £82 for an emergency vet visit, so even if there was nothing wrong with it, I would have had to pay £82, and I don't have any money I have enough if anything needed to be done, but yeah, but anyway, I took her and she had to stay overnight. She was on liquid feed, Fiberplex, which I brought in, and I brought her some pellets in, which they mushed up and gave to her. And she was eating, but not as much as the vet had liked, and she wasn't passing anything, so she had to stay again. So she was there for 2 nights, and then eventually, over the second night, she passed quite a bit, so I could bring her home on the morning. So I got her back, settled her in and everything, and she was pretty slow eating on the first day. She was pooing, but they were a lot different. They were sort of very small and round, and really dark and black. But she was okay, and then by the second day she was back to normal, her usual cheery self, running to eat, her poos were back to normal and everything like that, and she's doing really good, back to her usual self. She was on something called Infocol, I think it's called, it's something you give to babies that helps everything flow. She was on that when she came home, 3 times a day for 2 days, and then I took her for a checkup on Friday, and the vet said she can come off it and that her tummy feels much better and everything. So yeah, and Valentino stayed with her because I didn't want to separate them. But yeah, Lily's doing really good, but it was a very big scare. It was quite hard, her being in hospital for almost 3 days, and Valentino, and it was very hard on the bank account. It cost me £126, which I will be paying my parents back for probably the rest of my life, but it was worth it because she's back to her normal self now.